Hey, it's Tammy Time. Welcome to the show, where the fun's always prime. I'm your host, Tammy Hernandez, and I'm here to bring the heat, with conversations that sparkle and energy that can't be beat. From lifestyle to entertainment and everything in between, we'll dive into topics that matter and make your day supreme. So grab a cup of coffee, get comfy, and let's get started. It's Tammy Time, and we're going to have a blast every single part.
Hi, I'm Tammy Hernandez, and for you all who don't know me, I'm here with my co-host Gizmo, my little 5-pound dog who travels with me everywhere. He's better behaved than me or any of my friends. And today's guest is Andrew, or aka the Cuban Tarzan.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to the show.
I'm looking forward to whenever you're deciding to take me iguana hunting.
The question is, do you think that's something that you can really hang out with? You're not scared of them? They're huge.
Why would I be scared of them? I try to run them over in my car.
Oh my God. They're bigger than Gizmo. These aren't regular iguanas, though. If you want to be Tarzan approved, you have to deal with the big guys.
Have you ever been to Key West and seen the ones we have on Shark Key? They're like 6 feet long. They're huge.
Well, you know what? You strike a good point.
Because the ones up here aren't that big. But
No. I caught one yesterday that was pretty big. I already broke the Florida record multiple times.
Okay.
Tammy, we're going to have to catch an even bigger one than the one I caught.
Then we should catch one in the Keys once.
All
But
right,
we
let's
got to
go.
practice up here. We got to practice my skills up here.
We'll sharpen the skills that you already have here.
Yes.
And then we'll work our way down to the Keys. We'll stop in Homestead for a python also.
Okay.
And then we go down.
Well, I got a new device that I didn't get to try when I was in the Everglades because you got busy that day and the weather looked like not so great.
Mm-hmm.
So, because we were discussing how, on my last show, how Cracks and I were the only people who wound up on the airboat.
Yeah.
And so, yes, him and I.
So what's the device?
Oh, well, I didn't get to use it. It's a blow dart that looks like a fishing pole.
Oh, yes.
Have you used one of those?
I have not, but I've seen them. I want to use one too.
Okay, well, I have
Yeah.
one. So we got to practice with that. I also have the portable pop-up toilet with
Always
the
prepared.
tent.
I like that.
And we have, solar-powered and battery-powered fans just to make sure that we're not hot when you're in the toilet because sometimes it's stagnant
So
here.
you put a fan inside the toilet?
Yeah, it
Like in the
attaches
little-
to the ceiling of it
That's
because
crazy.
there's a hook, and then there's a solar panel that's outside that. So the pop-up tents or the spray tan tents for the listeners, because we got to remember since we're on the radio,
Of course.
we're talking to blind people, so you have to paint them a picture, so things are more detailed, which I'm learning. So. Picture either a spray tan tent for women or just the tents that you use for a quick wardrobe change. So if you use those outside, and I learned this when I was filming some stuff with Stacks, and then when they did the Oklahoma drill thing on a tarp with oil and water and stuff, slipping in, I had to wardrobe change because I was somewhere else prior. So when I was changing clothes in there, it got hot. So then I had to look up how not to be hot in this. And then I found that they have fans for them to have air circulating while you're using it as a dressing room or bathroom. So I, of course, had to get those.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
So
So
yeah.
it's glamping.
Oh, no, this is for a day trip. We're not going out.
So you're going to tell me it's not easier just to pop a squat right there in the woods? No one's watching.
I don't care. There's bugs, alligators. The Everglades had alligators the other day. Okay. I also had a dive knife strapped to my leg in case something came up and I could just stab it.
You're going to tell me if you went one-on-one with an alligator, you're going to win?
Depends on what I have strapped to me.
Just a dive knife?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
There's no shot.
Have you played with alligators that don't have their mouth taped?
Of course.
I have one sitting on my my chest where Gizmo likes to sit or sleep.
And he was taped up?
No, not taped. Totally
No?
untaped. No, it was a little baby Valentino.
Oh,
I had him brought to a pool party for me.
that's crazy.
What?
That's the way to show up in style.
Well, I had him. So for this pool party, I had Bimini came. He's a little parrot. And Valentino and Bimini sort of were sharing the carrier that he was in. And Bimini didn't like sharing it with the baby. So Bimini is a cute little green parrot. And he was sharing his little carrying case with Valentino, a baby alligator.
That's something that could have gone very wrong, but I'm glad it worked out.
And Gizmo was there too, and Gizmo wanted to play with both of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the alligator didn't really bother Gizmo, and Bimini tried to bite him because Bimini doesn't really like dogs.
You have a crazy life. I like it.
It's not crazy. It's normal.
What? I don't know. I don't know about normal, but it's definitely a cool lifestyle.
It's fun. So how did you get into iguana catching?
So I've grown up in South Florida all my life, right?
Okay.
I fished, I hunt. I've done the whole 9 yards of everything outdoors, whether it's camping with my dad when I was 5 years old, going to Texas to go hunt big white-tailed deer, to even being in the backyard and just catching animals, putting them in my pocket and walking inside the house and getting screamed at by my mom.
What type of animals did your mom scream at you for?
Oh my God, she screamed at me because I brought in worms, I brought in little beetles, I brought in snakes, I brought in everything outdoors. One time I even came inside the house with a baby possum, and that's where she really drew the line on, okay, Andrew, this is the animals that you can bring in the house because I can't stop you from bringing everything. These are the animals you can bring in, these are the animals you can't bring in.
But a possum's good because they're very good. You should never kill a possum. You should always let them go because that's why we have anti-venom for rattlesnakes. And they eat ticks, fleas, and spiders.
They're very clean. A lot of people think that they're nasty, dirty animals.
Well, it's because they look like un ratón. They look like a rat if you don't know the difference. But they also don't carry rabies because of their temperatures lower than the others. So they're a very, if we didn't have them, you would be out of gas if you got bit by a snake.
Exactly.
So we like them.
And that's what a native species is important, right?
Yes.
It has a very crucial role in the ecosystem.
I know.
So back to the iguana thing. I've caught animals all my life, right? And it was about time that I shared my talents and the experiences that I thought were normal with other people around the world. Normal. Right? We've grown up in Florida. We've been in Florida.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's normal to us when you see an iguana.
I played with the jellyfish as a kid.
Exactly.
The flat ones, the ones that are flat on the bottom. Me and my friends used to slide our hands up under them and fling them at each other.
Exactly. You see lionfish. You know, it's normal. Yeah. People think our lives are crazy, but it's pretty cool to be able to share these experiences with people around the world, right?
Who normally don't see.
Exactly. So these iguanas that I'm showcasing on my Instagram are not just the regular small iguanas either. These things are massive. They're huge. And the way I'm catching these iguanas, whether it's me running and diving into a canal, jumping on top of an iguana, ripping it out the water with grass all over me, it's something cool that not a lot of people see. So it's pretty cool to showcase this with the people, and it's honestly been a blessing that I've grown so much success in such a short amount of time.
Now you need to tell everybody where they can watch your videos and doing this, which platforms, and what's the name on them all.
So cross-platform, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, even on Snapchat, it's going to be the Cuban Tarzan. On there, you'll be able to see me catch animals around the world, whether it's going to be, you know, caiman in Puerto Rico, reticulated python in Puerto Rico. I'm going to Indonesia soon, God willing, hopefully.
Not going.
I heard I have to get a bunch of vaccines, but we'll see how that plays out.
Nope.
I like to keep it natural over here. So we're going to see how that plays out. You'll be able to see me even get bit sometimes. Unfortunately, it's part of the game. Just got 8 stitches taken out of my finger.
From what?
From an iguana. And I did have to get a shot on that one.
Yeah.
Right in the butt.
Yeah, well, because iguanas have salmonella.
Yeah.
They're also invasive.
Exactly.
I will say this, they destroy seawalls. They cost $100,000 in damage to my house in the Keys, the seawalls. And then because most people don't know, their little tunnels aren't so little. They go 3 to 6 feet down and up to 80 feet long.
Yep.
And so they cause things to collapse. Like in Boynton Beach, they caused like $2 million in damage because a retention wall fell from their little nest. So, yeah, they destroy foundations of houses, and because of their barreling and digging. And one female can have 30 to 45 babies. So I believe in getting rid of them all.
And also with these iguanas, obviously they're not a native species. They came here during the pet trade, just like a lot of species here in Florida.
That's how we got all the little Cuban curly-tailed lizards that
Cuban
are now
anoles
killing.
as well.
Those ones, they were brought over. I know that we wound up in Key West. Some Cuban came over and had 100 of them, tried to sell them to our local little pet shop, Pampered Pet. They said, we can't sell these here. They're illegal. They sat there and they released them. So now those little cutesy curly-tailed lizards, guess what? They're carnivores. So they're now eating the little geckos and our native lizards that help to control ants and other bugs. So just like, the other thing, the pythons.
Yep.
We're now having exploding rabbits in the Everglades, fake ones, to get rid of them because raccoons are down, possums are down, and a whole bunch of other species. They're eating them because there's no natural predator.
So one of my favorite invasive species here in South Florida is definitely the python, the Burmese python.
Yeah.
It's different than your ball python. Your ball python will grow up maybe to 5 feet. These Burmese pythons grow up to 20 feet.
Huge.
And even larger, right? The record right now is about 19 feet. My buddy caught one not too long ago. It was around 18 feet, maybe a little bit over. The reason why he wasn't able to kill it was because it was used as a vessel for a tracking device. So obviously science is a very important thing, to find out about invasive species. So they had a GPS in the belly cavity of that snake. So they weren't able to
Why wouldn't it
euthanize
poop it out?
They had it in there, wound up, they had it tagged, and they had the GPS in there. I don't know how they put it in there, but I don't understand. It's crazy, and it pings every 24 hours. So they were able to see that python was in the mangroves for about 2 years in salt water, and then they caught it over here in Naples.
Huh. I want one of those put in Gizmo, so that way if he ever disappears, I can go track him.
I think he's small enough that if he swallows a air tag, he'll be good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know. How are we going to get him to swallow it?
A pill pocket.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
We'll see. We'll see after the show what we can do with him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want something I can track him with.
And I think Tammy, we should get you on a python. I think that would be pretty cool.
Okay. Can I kill it?
Of course.
Okay.
Absolutely. And we can make you a little wallet out the skin.
A belt. Can we make a belt?
We'll make you a belt and Gizmo a collar.
Yes.
Let's
we
do
could
it.
have matching.
Yep.
So matching. Okay, that sounds good because the airboat ride I did, the woman on that, very nice. I now follow her. Ashley, she's actually got an award for, they give awards for this stuff, just so we know, for being the best bird catcher in the state.
Really?
Yeah.
A bird catcher.
Yeah, like
I wonder if I'm going to get an award for the best iguana catcher.
I'm
talking to the wrong people.
That's what I just thought of.
They tried charging me $5,000 to record my record, iguana, just as a record.
How do you get charged to record a record?
They wanted me to pay something for a plaque and have a representative come out, this, that.
Who did?
And by that time, the iguana was already night-night.
But who did? Who wanted all that stuff?
FWC.
Okay, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep.
I know some people who work there.
Great buddies of mine.
They're friends. I'm friends with everyone.
Awesome. That's what I like
try
to
to
hear.
be.
Everyone needs a friend that knows friends, and that's you, Tammy.
Yes.
Works out perfect.
I have a bunch of my Rolodex is so dysfunctional and ADD. I mean, it is. It was. It is. So, but Fish and Wildlife. So they bother you. Why? But they have fun things that you can go on their boats.
FWC is a topic for another time.
Okay.
They don't like animal people too much in South Florida. You would think you would appreciate the people who are taking out the invasive species instead of trying to make their life impossible, but I'm doing it the right way.
Okay,
and
my question is,
everything's documented.
is it that they don't like the people, or is it that sometimes, as you and I both know in regards to social, some people can call and complain or report things?
That's exactly what it is.
And so it's really not them, it's the not nice people, the haters, who
Absolutely.
just want to cause problems.
I have a lot of people, especially here in Florida, and especially one of the fake gator boys, to be exact, that want to They want to go through my videos, make videos of my videos, and say that, you know, what I'm doing is wrong. What I'm doing is removing an invasive species from the ecosystem and saving our native wildlife.
Okay, what is a fake gator boy?
A fake gator boy is one of those people that claim to be the gator boys back in the day, but really what they did was they grabbed the native species, such as the alligators, trapped them, put them in people's backyards just to film an episode on the show that was rightfully animal cruelty. And now they're praised for catching an animal in someone's backyard when they put it there. That's what I mean, fake gator boy.
I didn't know people did that.
Yep. Gator Boys was one of the biggest fraud shows that I've ever seen in my life. And anyone in Florida would know it too.
I've never watched their
Yep.
shows.
Yep.
But what about, because I've never watched those, because if an animal's like shows up that's not supposed to be there, sometimes I shoo them away.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you just throw food away for them to follow.
Of course. And the only reason I know this is because they have reached out to a few people I know, and I have receipts as well of them asking if they can place a gator in their backyard just for a video. But if I were to do that, I'd be incarcerated.
Huh.
Yeah.
I did not know. I've learned
Yeah.
something new today. Chaz teaches me new terms that I've never learned.
Yep.
You now taught me. That did not know. So for the listeners, watchers, remember, not everything you see on TV or on people's profiles is real.
Exactly, and oftentimes you should not replicate what you see just because someone else did it. A lot of times I see a lot of people that are smaller creators, or maybe just someone posting a one-off video and wanting to post them catching an alligator. In the state of Florida, that is very illegal.
It is.
Very illegal. Yes, just because they posted a video, went viral, they might have not gotten in trouble for that, but you never know the behind the scenes. You never know if they were contacted by FWC. You never know if years later down the line, they're going to have issues, you know, whether it's obtaining a job, their driver's license being suspended, or even in the state of Florida, being a sportsman is a very important thing.
It is.
Right.
I have my fishing
If your boater's license gets revoked, you already know that your fishing license and your hunting license is next as well.
No, you don't need a boater's
And-
license. Oh, wait, you do because of your age.
Exactly.
See, my day, I can drive a boat without a license.
Everyone can't be Tammy, you know. It's
No,
Tammy
it's
time.
the age. It's the age. It's the age. My kids all had to take the boating class,
Yeah.
but I didn't because I was grandfathered in. So that's a good
That's
thing.
fair. So yeah, viewers, listeners, I would advise you to educate yourself on the laws before you want to partake in these activities, just because also it's not very safe, and if you're going to take the risk, do not end up in trouble. So make sure that what you're doing is correct. Check it twice, check it 3 times.
Check that it's in season.
Exactly.
Because I do fishing, lobstering. I do all of those
Yeah.
things in the Keys. And like so because Key West, we have the Atlantic and the Gulf. So sometimes you can catch this one type of snapper and grouper in the Atlantic, but it's out of season in the Gulf.
Yes.
So you always need to check seasons to make sure you're doing the right. Never take female lobsters with the eggs, even though people do, or shorts. And the
In the state of Florida. This is all about the state of Florida, guys.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
state of Florida, but I think you can't do any of those in other
Yeah.
states.
It may vary. It may vary.
No, I would say Bimini, you can do whatever you want.
Oh yeah,
Because you
for
can
sure.
even eat turtle there.
That's crazy.
But not here, they're endangered.
Absolutely.
So no turtle soup.
So if you go on FWC's website, you'll be able to see all the rules and regulations in the state of Florida, and that's your guideline to everything
Yeah.
outdoors.
And you should also have all the appropriate licenses.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And make sure all of your gear is up to date. Test all life jackets and all your emergency gear, because if you're out anywhere where you might not have cell service, you still need to be able to,
Of course.
protect, bandage, or anything in the meantime.
And you might need a portable bathroom, with a little fan.
I know.
There
I
you
have
go.
one. I have a portable bathroom. I have a portable Medi kit that also has this thing that if you bleed, that stops bleeding.
Oh, a
for
little
different
tourniquet.
size. No, it's another thing. It's a powder stuff that you
Oh.
pump in and stops people from bleeding. And I have the liquid suture, the
Yeah,
liquid glue
that
for
liquid
shutting
glue's
stuff.
Good. Really good.
Yeah, so I have a whole bag with all that stuff.
Yeah, next time I go to the Everglades, you're coming with me.
Yeah, I'm well prepared.
Yeah.
I also have a dive knife. Yeah,
You're the Swiss Army knife of the outdoors.
I am.
yourself.
I am, because I come over prepared for everything.
No such thing as over-prepared in the Everglades.
No, that's true.
Yep.
You also have to know what plants you can and can't eat if you're stuck out there.
Of
Hopefully
course.
You wouldn't be, but just saying, you never know. Your boat could break down. You could lose cell service.
Yeah.
Because we looked at the no-tell motel. Have you seen that in the Everglades?
The shack with the satellite
Sign
ties? Yeah.
that says the no-tell motel.
Yeah, there's a few spots out there that are really, really cool.
Yeah, that you can even rent some of them, and they're off grid. They have like water containers on the roof and solars and everything else.
Collects rainwater.
Yep. And it heats it. That's why they're in the sun.
Yeah.
Don't know how hot it would be, so don't go mudding and
Yeah.
expect to be all nice and clean afterwards.
And all the algae and stuff in it. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Water,
Oh,
because
Lord.
they don't have real electric. So these houses are like totally off the grid. And you can't even get to them by walking. You got to take an airboat. And then if it's flat, you can't. What if it's a low tide or a drought?
Yep. You might get stuck out there, and your wife's going to wonder where you're at the next day. So.
Or a few days later.
Exactly.
Or
So
you
don't
could-
get caught.
And you could, like, these boards at this place, because we walked
They're
all
sketchy.
around it. The boards look like, I mean, they were going to fall through. So I'm
Yep.
like, I'm going to go stand over here where I know it's safe in the shade while you all examine this. I'm good. But I drove the airboat.
There we go. I saw that. I saw it. You crashed too, didn't you?
I didn't really crash. I went over the stick. Oh, you saw it from my point of view with my meta glasses.
Of course.
Oh, yeah. No, I went over the thing because I was trying, because there's no steering wheel. I've never driven a boat without a steering wheel before.
Yeah.
So
that lever is pretty cool. And it's
Yeah.
also weird.
It's
not,
weird. You got to get used to
exactly.
the filling.
Especially a fan.
Yes.
The fan propulsion is
'Cause you
way
only-
different than
Yeah, you-
actually having a propeller down there, because you
But-
get more torque.
And the other thing, you have a gas pedal and forward,
Mm-hmm.
left and right with the stick instead of what I'm used to, the stick on, and it's
Reverse.
normally on this side. It's normally forward, neutral, reverse. This was, oh, now this is right to left and my pedals for the gas. Okay. As I'm sitting here. Yeah. So I did go over a stick thing because I was learning. They tell me, oh, push the gas with the stick, not in its.
Yeah.
It wasn't in, it was like moved over. So then I pushed the gas and I'm going that way. And I'm like, whoa, it was weird. It was
And
very
he has a
weird
bigger
feel.
airboat too. It's not, sometimes you got to give it more gas to really turn it. It's easier to start on the smaller airboats and things like that too.
Well, not
I
that.
give you credit. I give you
that
credit.
was my
You did
very
good. You did
first
good.
time.
It wasn't like, you wiped it out and,
No, he said the
was
last
good.
time he let somebody do it, they crashed him like way up on land.
oh yeah, no. You did good. You did good.
Because I can drive regular boats, dirt bikes, quads. I've done all those things and I enjoy them. I want to do the adventure thing down in Miami that lets you go. They do, I don't
The
know.
side-by-sides and ATVs?
Yes.
Yes,
Have you done those?
Yeah. I think it's better if you go out where I'm at. It's more,
But
it's
I
more
don't-
swamp.
But I don't know anybody there with an ATV for
I have a
me
few
to-
buddies. We'll take the buggies, the side-by-sides, and the ATVs.
And can Gizmo be in his backpack?
Yeah, if you want to put it in a backpack. There's
Yeah.
also the dog cages on the buggy.
They have a dog cage?
Yeah, for when they hunt hogs. They have the cages for the dogs. And then they just let out the dogs.
Okay. Maybe a dog cage. Gizmo hasn't been in a cage. He's normally in his designer bag.
Oh, we could put him in the designer bag.
Okay.
We'll put him in there with Valentino the alligator.
Okay. Oh, you and I went viral in a video dancing.
Oh, we did. We definitely did.
We made it on Barstool Sports when we
Of
were out
course.
with my son.
It's the first time we go out together and we already went viral.
Yeah,
So I
it
can't
was
complain. I went out actually 2 days later in Fort Lauderdale, and people came up to me like, "I think I saw you on Barstool." I'm like, okay, I guess you haven't even seen my Instagram, doing what I do, but you want to see me on Barstool? That's fine. I'll take it. I'll take it.
That was
I'll
funny.
take
Yeah,
it.
we didn't get credit for that one. That was funny. And then, so we did that yet. That was what, 3 weeks ago?
About 3 weeks ago. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
fun.
That was a fun night. It was totally not planned or
Yeah.
anything, so we did good. And then, and look, the time has flown by.
It really has. It really has.
Now, let everybody know where they can find you again.
So I'm the Cuban Tarzan. You'll be able to find me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube. And it's going to be the Cuban Tarzan.
And
Join me on the ride.
And you can find me as Tammy H. the Realtor on all platforms, or just Google Tammy Hernandez. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful beginning of the week and wonderful time. See you next time on Tammy Time. Thank you. share, like, follow, listen in. And Gizmo says bye-byes.
As we wrap up today's show, I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of the Tammy Time community. I'm so grateful for the conversations we've had and the stories we've shared. Remember, you are strong, capable, and deserving of love and respect. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. Keep shining your light and know that I'm rooting for you every step of the way. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And I'll see you tomorrow on Tammy Time.